Okay, welcome everyone. Please stand if you haven't already done so. And let's warm up our bodies. Shake everything out. Loosen everything up. We're going to do a lot of breathing as usual and warming up our bodies, stretching and warming up our muscles and lubricating and warming up our joints. So let's start nice and tall, hips tucked under, shoulders back and down. Let's take those deep cleansing breaths. Inhale up. Exhale, reach and slowly lower down. You can come up on your toes if you want to. It just helps you work on your calves and your balance a little bit more, but you don't have to. Up again, inhale. Exhale, stretch and come down. Always check the posture. Keep the feet flat on the floor now. Bring the arms up, inhaling. Exhale and stretch up from side to side at your own pace, reaching and breathing. Feeling the stretch up the sides of your body. Keeping those abs in tight. I like to pick up the opposite heel, but you don't have to. Do what works for you. And let me admit Mary. And keep stretching. Keep stretching. Okay, now check that posture again, nice and tall, hips tucked under, shoulders back and down. Let's take another deep cleansing breath. Inhale up. Exhale, reach and lower. We're going to start in the middle and work up and then work down. So put your hands on the front of your thighs first and bend at the hips. Nice flat back. You can try to get her in here. Nice flat back as you bend down. Go ahead and mute Mary if you're not already muted. Head and neck and extension of the spine. Push out to the glutes when you're bent at the hips. I have my upper arms along my torso, so I try not to round the upper back as best I can. Keep those abs in tight and then just release and relax down. Let the upper body just relax, head, neck, and arms. But keep the abs in nice and tight. We're just starting to warm up, so slowly round up, one vertebra at a time. Head, neck, and arms relaxed. Abs in tight. And as you bring the head up, bring the arms up, inhaling. Exhale, and again, stretch up from side to side at your own pace. Reaching and breathing. Feeling the stretch up the sides of your body. Now, nice and tall, hips tucked under, shoulders back and down. Bring the right arm up, inhaling. Exhale, reach, lengthen, stay in the same plane as you stretch to the side. Weight on both feet, abs in tight. Bring the right shoulder back as you reach up, look up. Align the left shoulder. Feel the stretch at the right side of your body. And breathe. Up, inhaling. Exhale, reach, lengthen, and change sides. Left arm straight up. Check the posture. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, reach, lengthen, stay in that same plane. Stretch to this side. Weight on both feet, abs in tight. Bring the left shoulder back as you reach up, look up. Align the right shoulder and feel the stretch of the left side of your body. We're going to try to make sure your entire foot that touches the floor is touching and you're not heavily on one side or the other. Try to make it as even as possible and as if anchors were coming down through your heels. Breathe. Up, inhaling. Exhale, both arms straight up. Check the posture. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, reach, lengthen, bend the knees, knees over the feet. We're in Utkatasana, or the fierce or chair pose. Keep the abs in tight. Look up at those fingertips if you can. Of course, knees over the feet. Push out to the glutes when you're bent at the hips. Then straighten the legs, inhaling. Exhale, reach, lengthen, and either reach upward or arch back. Reaching back, jaw closed for a better stretch on the neck. Breathing. Up, inhaling. Exhale, prayer position. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, reach, lengthen, and lower the arms all the way down to the sides. Check the posture and take another deep cleansing breath. Inhale up. Exhale, reach, lengthen, and lower the arms all the way down to the sides. Check the posture and bring the arms up, inhaling. Exhale, reach, lengthen, and lower the arms to the T position, palms down. Keep those abs in tight, the legs and hips stationary, and take a deep breath in. Exhale, rotate just the upper body to the left. Front, inhaling. Exhale, rotate just the upper body to the right. Front, inhaling. Exhale, left. Front, inhaling. Exhale, right. Front, inhaling. Exhale, both arms forward in the parallel position, parallel to the floor and to each other, reaching forward, pulling the shoulder blades apart, but keeping the abs in nice and tight. Breathing. Then release. Bring the arms back behind. Clasp the fingers together. Straighten the arms. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Arms can be low by the torso, up high, or anywhere in between. Open the chest and breathe. Then release. Arms forward again in the parallel position, pulling the shoulder blades apart. And then again, release. Clasp the fingers together, straighten the arms, squeeze. You may hold it as we did last time, or if you want a little more, bend the knees, knees over the feet. Back is at an angle, but as straight as possible. Head and neck an extension of the spine. Push out to the glutes as you're bent at the hips, and arms either low, high, or anywhere in between. Just lengthen that spine and open that chest. Then straighten the legs, inhaling. Exhale, hold it here with the chest open, breathing, or arch back, jaw closed for a better stretch of the neck. Don't forget to breathe. Then release. Keep the shoulders back, but bring those shoulders up by the ears. Arms just relax, no neck. Breathing. And then release, long arms, long neck. Keep the shoulders back, but really reach down. Try to touch the floor in your mind and head nice and tall. Imagine touching the ceiling. Release. No neck again. Keep those abs in tight. Release, long arms, long neck. And release. Bend the elbows and roll the shoulders back. Great big circles, loosening up the torso as you roll. And straighten the arms for full range of motion. Breathing. Shake everything out, moving your hips from side to side. Nice and tall again, hips tucked under, shoulders back and down. Let's take a deep cleansing breath. Inhale up. Exhale, reach and lower all the way down to the sides. Now nice and tall, hips tucked under, shoulders back and down. Lower the chin to the chest, pressing the chin into the chest. Release. Heavy head roll over to the right shoulder. Keep the shoulders back and down. Right ear above the right shoulder, feel the stretch of the opposite side. If you have any kind of neck issues, just roll back and forth in the front. If not, heavy head, center back. Heavy head, left shoulder. Check that posture throughout. Don't forget to breathe. Heavy head, center front, press that chin into the chest, but keep the torso nice and tall. Release. Opposite direction, left shoulder. Check that posture. Abs in tight. Center back if you can, heavy head. Right shoulder. Center front, heavy head, press the chin into the chest. Release. And now center front, inhaling. Exhale, turn your head and look over the right shoulder. Inhale, look up to the right. Exhale, look down to the right. Inhale, look up. Exhale, look down. Center front, inhaling. Exhale, turn, look over the left shoulder. Keep those shoulders back and down. Inhale, look up to the left. Exhale, look down to the left. Inhale, look up. Exhale, look down. Center front, inhaling. Exhale, shake everything out and just move your head from side to side. Roll it a bit if you want, but whatever you do in one direction, just make sure you're doing in the other. And then come back to the center when you're ready. And let's take another deep cleansing breath, nice and tall, hips tucked under, shoulders back and down. Up, inhaling. Exhale, reach and come all the way down to the sides. Now, feet out, we're going to start the lower part of our body. Hopefully the upper part of our body is very warmed up and muscles warm and stretched a bit. Feet out about twice the width of your shoulders or so. Feet are going to be pointed out just a bit, most likely because when we come down to the side, we want our knees over our feet. Hands on the waist or the hips. First, push the hips forward. Then push the hips back. Keep those abs in tight throughout. To the left, bending that left knee, and to the right, bending the right knee. Back to the center, inhaling. Exhale, push the hips forward. Continue to breathe and roll to the left, roll to the back, roll to the right, and roll forward. Now, opposite direction. Roll to the right, roll back, roll to the left, and roll forward. Back to the center. Now, toes pointed out, heels in, so when you do come down even lower on each side, that knee goes directly over the foot. Nice and tall, hips tucked under, shoulders back and down. You can keep the hands on the waist or the hip, but I'm going to bring my arms up, inhaling. Exhale, reach and lower to the T position, palms down. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, stretch to the right. Up, inhaling. Exhale, stretch to the left. Up, inhaling. Exhale, stretch to the right. Again, this time you can reach toward the floor if you want, but you don't have to. Up, inhaling. Exhale, left. Whatever you did on the other side, try to do on this side as well. Up, inhaling. Exhale, right. Again, you can repeat any of those or cross over and open to the back. Keep the abs in tight throughout. Up, inhaling. Exhale, left. Whatever you did on that side, do on this side as well. Up, inhaling. Exhale, palms up. Bring the arms up, inhale. Exhale, reach and lower the arms to the T position, palms down. I'm going to bring my feet in just a bit. Toes still pointed out. Now bend both knees, lowering those hips, knees over the feet. Palms up. Bring the arms up, inhaling. Keep the knees bent. Exhale, reach and lower again. Lower down a little bit more if you can. Palms up. And now come all the way up, inhaling. Exhale, reach and lower the arms all the way down to the sides. Walk the feet in. Shake everything out. Shake your feet off too, as if you're shaking water off. Nice and tall, hips tucked under, shoulders back and down. Another nice, deep, cleansing breath. Inhale up. Exhale, reach and lower. We're going to add a little balance to our warm-up now. I think your legs are pretty well warmed up. Focus on a spot in front of you that doesn't move. Hands on the waist or the hips. Go to the right side first. Nice and tall, abs in tight. Take a deep breath in. Exhale and bring that right knee up in front of you. Lower it, inhaling. Exhale, bring it up to the side on the right. Lower, inhaling. Exhale, back up in the front. Rotate it to the side and lower, inhaling. Exhale, up to the side, rotate it to the front and lower, inhaling. Exhale, bend both knees. Up, inhaling, left side. Exhale, bring the left knee up in front. Lower, inhaling. Exhale, left knee up on the side. Lower, inhaling. Exhale, left knee up in the front. Rotate it to the side and lower, inhale. Exhale, up to the side. Rotate it to the front and lower, inhale. Exhale, bend both knees. Up, inhale. Exhale, right leg now. Bring that right leg forward. Leg is straight, foot is flexed throughout. Well, the leg straight throughout. Point the toe, flex the foot. Point, flex, point, flex. Lower, inhale. Exhale to the side, leg is straight. Foot is flexed now, but point, flex, point, flex, point, flex. Lower, inhaling. Exhale to the back, leg is straight. Tighten that glute. Point, flex, point, flex, point, flex. Lower, inhaling. Exhale, bend both knees. Up, inhaling, left side. Exhale, left leg forward in the same manner. Point, flex, point, flex, point, flex. Lower, inhaling. Exhale to the side. Point, flex, point, flex, point, flex. Lower, inhaling. Exhale to the back. Tighten that glute. Point, flex, point, flex, point, flex. Lower, inhaling. Exhale, bend both knees. Up, inhaling. Exhale, shake everything out, moving your hips from side to side. Now we're going to do a little bit more balance. We're going to do some dancer's poses, some variety. Start very simple. Focus on a spot in front of you that doesn't move. Hopefully you're very warmed up and your joints are lubricated and your muscles are warm. Focus on that spot. If you haven't already, take a deep breath in. Exhale and bring that right knee up in front of you. You can just hold it here with your arms out to the sides. You can put your hands on your waist, or you can bring that knee up toward your chest. Breathing, lots of options. And then straighten if you can and lower, inhale. Exhale, shake out. You don't have to straighten the leg, it just adds a little something to it. Now we'll do the left side. It looks so simple, but not always. Focus on that spot, relax the arms, inhaling. Exhale and bring that left knee up. You can just have it in front here. Hands can be on the waist if you want. Or you can bring that knee up toward the chest. Focus on your spot and your breathing and your posture, of course. You want straighten and lower, inhaling. Exhale, shake out again. Okay, now you may repeat that, or we're going to do a little bit more. If you have difficulty with balance, you may stand by something and just put a hand by it or have it close so that you can if you choose. Don't want anybody hurting themselves, but do want you to challenge yourself. Focus on that spot in front of you that doesn't move. We'll do the right side first, or you do your more difficult side. Mine happens to be the right. Relax the arms, inhaling. Exhale, you can bring that knee up in front again. You can hold it up into your chest. You can just keep it where it was. If you want to add a little something to it, you can hold the ankle with your hand. Oh, sorry about that. Thinking too much. Hold the ankle with your hand, or you can wrap your index finger around the big toe and straighten it out. Bring it to the side and the other arm up to balance. This is one of the many dancers poses. Then back in and lower, inhaling. Exhale, shake out. Whatever you chose to do on that side, let's do it on this side as well. Relax the arms, inhaling. Exhale, bring that left knee up. You can hold it here. You can bring it up into your chest like we did before. You can hold your ankle with your hand or wrap your index finger around that big toe, straighten the leg. Bring it to the side and bring the other arm up. Focus on your posture, your spot, and your breathing. Then bring it back in. If it's out, straighten it up and lower, inhaling. Exhale, shake everything out. Let's take another deep cleansing breath. Nice and tall, hips tucked under, shoulders back and down. Up, inhaling. Exhale, reach and lower. Roll the shoulders back. Great big circle, loosening up the torso as you roll. Straighten the arms for full range of motion. Now we'll do our sun salutation variation. So stand at the front of your mat. Feet parallel as best you can. No more than shoulder width apart, nice and tall, hips tucked under, shoulders back and down. Bring the arms up, inhaling. Exhale, prayer position. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, reach, lengthen, stretch forward, bending at the hips. And first, just let the upper body relax down. Let gravity pull you down. Keep those abs in nice and tight. Legs are straight. You can soften them if you need to modify. Don't forget to breathe. Now fingertips on the floor beside the feet in Ardha Uttanasana, or you can have your fingertips on the front of your legs to modify the Uttanasana, Ardha Uttanasana with the fingertips on the floor. You can hold it here breathing or bring the palms down to Uttanasana, bending the knees only if you need to. Breathe. Then bend the knees enough to slide the left and the right foot back. Hip width apart, hips in the air. Up on those toes or the balls of your feet. Push the heels down, head between the arms. Lengthen the torso and arms. Roll the shoulders down or rotate those shoulders down from the outside and breathe in this downward facing dog. You can always modify down on your knees if you choose. Listen to your body and breathe. Now lower the hips to a plank or a high hover position. Try to stay high on those shoulders and try to make sure the rear end's not sagging or sticking up as best you can. Head and neck, an extension of the spine. Breathe in. Now open to the right to a side plank. You can modify with the left or lower knee on the floor if you want. You can have the heel of one foot up against the toes of the other, or stack your feet on top of each other. You can bring the top leg up also if you choose. Focus on your posture and your breathing. If you want, you can lower the upper arm above the head. Bring it back up, inhaling. Exhale back down to a plank. Check the posture. And then open to the other side. And whatever you did on the other side of your body, try to do on this side as well. Focus on your posture and your breathing. If you want, lower that upper arm above the head. Bring it back up, inhaling. Exhale back down to a plank. Check your posture. Back up into that downward dog. Up on those toes. Push the heels down, lengthen. Rotate those shoulders and breathe in this downward facing dog. Abs in tight. If you are not modifying on your knees, walk the dog. Keeping the toes on the floor, bend one knee as you push the other heel closer to the floor. And switch up at your own pace, walking your dog. Feeling the stretch up the back of your legs. Breathe. And then push both heels down. Keep those abs in tight throughout. Then lower the hips to another plank. Check your posture. And then come down on your elbows if you're not already modifying on those elbows to a low plank or an elbow plank. You can modify here by lowering your quads and the tops of the feet to the floor. Try to stay high on the shoulders. Breathe in. Now, we'll do a side plank and a low plank. So open to the right. Again, you can stack your feet. You can have the heel of one foot up against the toes of the other. You can also modify with your hip down on the floor if you choose. Focus on your posture and your breathing. If you want, lower that upper arm above the floor, above the head, sorry, parallel to the floor. Up inhaling. Exhale back down to a low plank. Check your posture and then open to the other side. Whatever you did on the other side of your body, try to do the same on this side as well. We want our bodies to be as balanced as possible. Focus on your posture and your breathing. If you want, lower the upper arm above the head. Bring it back up, inhaling. Exhale back down to a low plank. You may hold it here if you want, or just to work on your upper body strength, come back up on your palms just for a bit. High on those shoulders. And then come back down on those elbows and lower the quads and the tops of the feet to the floor, to that elbow cobra, high on those shoulders. Look up and breathe, jaw closed for a better stretch, and you can come into that Sphinx if you choose, putting the palms on the floor in front of you. Breathing, jaw closed for a better stretch on the neck. Now you may hold it here, breathing, or palms on the floor beside the rib cage. Elbows close to the body. Take a deep breath in. Exhale and come all the way up to a full cobra. High on those shoulders. Look up and breathe. Again, jaw closed for a better stretch on the neck. Smiling is good too. Now bend the knees enough to plant the toes on the floor behind you. Pick the hips up into the air. Again, feet hip width apart. Come up on those toes, push the heels down, lengthen, and come into that downward facing dog. You can modify on your knees if you choose. Focus on your posture and your breathing. You can walk the dog again if you want. You don't have to, but you may. I like to feel the stretch at the back of my legs. Then push the heels down again toward that floor. Breathing, abs in tight. Lower the hips enough now. You can walk your hands back by your feet if you want, but if you can, lower the hips and slide the left and then the right foot up. Back where we started, at the front of our mat. If you walk back, you're going to be back there. It doesn't matter. Either way, Ardha Uttanasana, fingertips on the floor or modifying on the front of your legs. Bending at the hips, abs are in tight. Lengthen the spine, push out through the glutes. Head and neck, an extension of the spine. Breathing. Now you can lower the palms to Uttanasana if you choose. You can stay in Ardha Uttanasana if you want. We're only going to be here for just a bit. Breathing. Abs in tight. No stress on the head and neck. Make sure those feet are anchored into the surface below you. Then just release and relax. Keep the legs and hips stationary, and you can rotate the upper body to the right. Fingertips on the back of your right leg, anywhere along the edge, or you can use blocks, or you can have your fingertips on the floor. Breathe. Legs and hips stationary, rotate to the other side in the same stretch. Whatever you did on the right, do the same on the left. Focus on your posture and your breathing, making sure those abs are in nice and tight. No stress on the neck or the head. Walk back to the center. You can just let the upper body relax down, but keep those abs in tight. And you may round up one vertebra at a time, or arms at your ears or your sides, flatten the back. You can modify bending the knees if you choose, but slowly come up. Taking a deep breath as you reach the top. Exhale, prayer position. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, reach, lengthen upward or arch back. Reaching back, jaw closed for a better stretch in the neck, looking at the fingertips if you can. Up, inhale. Exhale again, prayer position. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, reach, lengthen, and lower the arms all the way down to the side. Check the posture, nice and tall, hips tucked under, shoulders back and down, and take another deep cleansing breath. Inhale up. Exhale, reach and lower. Again, roll the shoulders back. Great big circles, loosening up the torso. Breathe. Straighten the arms for full range of motion. We're going to do a chest expansion variation now. So nice and tall, hips tucked under, shoulders back and down. Clasp your fingers together behind you. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, straightening the arms. And you can just hold it here with the arms down by the torso. You can bring the arms up high or anywhere in between, but try to arch back if you can. If you have issues, don't. Try to arch back, jaw closed. Open that chest and breathe. And then up, inhaling. Exhale, hold the posture, but if you want, you can turn the palms down and out. So the palms are facing out. Or you can just repeat what we just did. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, either hold it here, opening the chest, breathing, or arch back, jaw closed. Squeeze, breathe. Up, inhaling. Exhale, release. Shake everything out. Shake your feet out. Move your hips from side to side. And let's take one more deep cleansing breath before we get down to the floor. Nice and tall, hips tucked under, shoulders back and down. Up, inhaling. Exhale, reach and lower. Now go ahead and get down to the floor. I'm going to get down without using my hands for support. Use your resources if you need them. Seated stick posture, legs straight, back straight, arms straight. Point the toes, flex the feet, relax the feet, release the hold. Open the leg. Just going to do a little stretching here. Keep the torso nice and tall. If you have any kind of hip or knee issues or back issues, actually, where it bothers you when your legs are apart to go from side to side, when you go to one side, you can bend that opposite knee and bring it in. It'll release some of the tension on the lower back. If you don't have issues, you're just working your back and it's good, but you have to listen to your body. And of course, do the same on the other side if you do. So bring the arms up, inhaling. Exhale, reach, lengthen, turn, and face the straight left leg and stretch over the straight left leg. Your hands can be under the thigh, the calf, the ankle, or the heel. Lengthen the spine. You want your back as long and straight as possible. As long and flat, it'll be at an angle, but come to your limit, keeping those legs nice and straight. This one can modify if you want. Point the toes, both sets of toes, and flex the feet, pushing out through the heels. Relax the feet and slowly come up, inhaling as you reach the top. Exhale, reach, lengthen, turn, face the straight right leg and come down in the same manner there. Hands under the thigh, calf, ankle, or heel. Lengthen the spine, keep those abs in tight and breathe. Feet are relaxed right now. Point the toes. Flex the feet, push out through the heels. Relax the feet and slowly come up, inhaling as you reach the top. Exhale, reach, lengthen, lower the fingertips on the floor in front of you, about shoulder width apart, and walk forward. But try to keep the back as long and flat as possible. If you start rounding, go back up where it was nice and straight. Go to your limit and hold it. And walk hand to hand to the left. And go out as close to that foot as possible. Lowering down, keeping the legs straight. Abs in tight, breathing. Back as long and flat as possible. Now hand to hand back to the center. If you can come a little bit further, maybe not. It's up to you, it's your body. Then hand to hand over to the right side. Stretch over that straight right leg, abs in tight. Breathe. Walk hand to hand back to the center. See if you can come down a little bit further. Point the toes. And now flex both feet. I'm going to slide my hands down to my feet. Hold my toes. You don't have to. You can put your hands on your legs or keep them on the floor to support you if you need to. And I'm going to lower them. Then slowly come up, bringing those arms up, inhaling. Exhale, reach, lengthen, relax the feet, and lower the arms all the way down to the sides. And hopefully you felt a little bit of an inner leg stretch because you're going to slide those legs back together. Palms on the floor behind you. I like my fingers pointed outward, so I'm like in. And just walk your knees up and down to help try to release some of those muscles you just stretched. Keep the back straight, but it'll be at a bit of an angle for balance. And now seated stick posture again, legs straight, back straight, arms straight. Point the toes, flex the feet. Relax the feet, release the hold, and just relax the hands on the thighs. Take a deep breath in. Exhale and round down one vertebra at a time. And as your head reaches the floor, arms at your sides, near your hips, palms down, take a deep breath in. Exhale and slowly bring that right leg up perpendicular to the floor. Point the toe, flex the foot, relax the foot. If you have difficulty keeping the leg up straight, you can put your hands on the back of the thigh until you're strong enough to do it yourself, or you can wrap a towel or a strap around the leg and just hold it. But circle the foot round and round. Try to count how many circles you're going in each direction, and then try to do the same in the opposite direction. You're lubricating that ankle. Keep those abs in, tighten that lower back against the floor as best you can. When you're finished, point the toe, flex the foot. Relax the foot, bend the knee, and hug it into your chest with your arms. Half wind releasing position, breathing. Abs in tight, back is against the floor. Your knee is aligned towards your shoulder, between your hip and your shoulder. If you have knee issues and this bothers you, you can release the shin and you can have your hands on that lower thigh, right above the knee, actually. So listen to your body and do what works for you. This is the half wind releasing position. It's great for your digestive system. If you want a little more, you can raise your head up toward that knee in the embryo position. Lower the head, inhale. Exhale and hold the posture. If this bothers you in any manner, if you have back issues or whatever, you can always modify by bending the other knee straight up with that foot on the floor. So listen to your body. Now release the hold here. Straighten that leg up perpendicular to the floor. And if you're not using towels or straps, keep the hands on the back of the thighs, because now I'd like you to walk your hands up toward the calf, if you can keep, or the ankle, if you can keep the leg straight. If not, just keep your hands on the back of the thigh. Lots of options again. Try to keep the shoulders on the floor as best you can. You want that back nice and flat and against the floor. Then take a deep breath into your system. Exhale and bring the torso up toward that straight right leg. Breathing. Keep those abs in tight. Point the toes. Flex the foot, pushing out through the heel. Feel those muscles. Don't forget to breathe. Lower the torso, inhaling. Exhale, relax the foot, walk your hands back down, bend that knee, and again hug it into your chest with your arms. Half wind releasing position, breathing. Abs in tight. Again, if you want a little more, raise your head up toward that knee in the embryo position. Lower your head, inhale. Exhale, release the hold, arms at your sides near your hips, palms down. Straighten that leg up perpendicular to the floor. Point the toe, flex the foot. Relax the foot and slowly lower that straight right leg down toward the floor, slowly and in control. You're going to end up holding it about 6 inches off the floor, breathing. If you're not sure what 6 inches might be, you can always pick your head up and check. Using more muscles, just don't hurt yourself. Point the toe, flex the foot. Relax the foot and lower to the floor, inhaling. Exhale, push down with the arms and slowly bring the left leg up now, perpendicular to the floor. Lower back's against the floor, abs in tight. Point the toe, flex the foot. Relax the foot. Let's circle that foot round and round, counting the circles so we know how many to do. And you want your body balanced on both sides and in both directions. Change direction. And point the toe, flex the foot. Relax the foot, bend the knee, and hug it into your chest with your arms. Half wind releasing, position breathing, abs in tight. Remember to modify if you need to. Listen to your body and breathe. If you did it on the other side, if you want, bring that knee up toward the head up toward the knee in the embryo position. Lower the head, inhaling. Exhale, release the hold and straighten that leg up perpendicular to the floor. Hands on the back of the thigh if you're not using a towel or a strap to keep the leg straight. If you can keep that leg straight on your own, you can bring the hands up to the calf or to the ankle. You just want your shoulders on the floor as best you can, and that leg nice and straight. Modify with the other leg if you need to. Breathe. Now take a deep breath into your system. Exhale and bring your torso up toward that straight left leg. Abs are in tight. Breathing. Point the toe. Flex that foot, pushing out through the heel. Keep breathing and keep those abs in tight. Lower the torso, inhaling. Exhale, relax the foot, walk your hands back down, bend that knee and hug it into your chest with your arms. Half wind releasing position, breathing. Abs in nice and tight. Again, if you want, you can raise your head up toward that knee in the embryo position. Lower, inhaling. Exhale, release the hold, arms at your sides near your hips, palms down. Straighten that leg up perpendicular to the floor. Point the toe, flex the foot. Relax the foot and slowly lower that straight left leg down toward the floor. Slowly and in control. Again, you're going to end up holding it about 6 inches off the floor. Breathing. Point the toe, flex the foot, relax the foot and lower to the floor, inhaling. Exhale, push down with the arms and slowly bring both legs up perpendicular to the floor. Remember, if you have back issues, bend the knees and then straighten the legs up perpendicular to the floor. If you don't have any issues, use those muscles. Lower back is against the floor. Abs are in tight. Point the toes and flex the feet. Relax the feet. Circle those feet round and round. And change direction with the circles. Point, flex. Relax the feet. Open the legs. Place the hands on the inner thighs, putting pressure downward. Making sure that lower back's against the floor and the abs are in tight, shoulders are on the floor and you're breathing. If you can keep the legs straight, you can slide the hands down to the calves or the ankles. And you can keep the pressure there, or you can wrap your index fingers around the big toes and pull them down. And if you want, you may actually roll from side to side, massaging the back against the floor, but keep the pressure on those inner legs or pulling those index fingers wrapped around the big toes toward the floor. Breathing, massaging that back if you can. Then come back to the center. Keep the pressure on those open legs. Release the hold, bring those legs up perpendicular to the floor. Keep the arms in the T position, palms down, point the toes, flex the feet. Relax the feet, bend the knees, and have those knees up into the chest. If you feel like you need to pull them up with your hands first, with the hands on the shins or on the back of the thighs, do so. If not, just keep those arms in the T position, palms down. We're going to do the full pelvic twist. So lower the knees over on the right. Turn and look at that left or opposite hand to keep the abs in tight. And then rolling the back against the floor with the quads as close to the chest as possible. Go the same distance on the left side, turning and looking at the right hand, abs in tight. And at your own pace, roll from side to side, going part way or all the way. Just keep the shoulders on the floor as best you can. Roll the back against the floor as you go from side to side. You can hold it on each side as long as you want, as long as you actually get the posture in, it doesn't matter. Different things do. There are different postures, and different pieces of the posture do different things for the body. If you want a little bit more when you're in the center, straighten the legs up, perpendicular to the floor. Point the toes and flex the feet. Keeping the legs straight and the feet flexed, slowly lower those legs out on the right side of your body, as close to the floor and the right hand as possible, looking at the opposite side if you can. You can always modify looking up. And then slowly, with the legs straight and the feet flexed, bring those legs up, rolling the back against the floor, and slowly lower them in the same manner on the left side of your body, looking at the right hand if you can, and go back and forth, always checking the posture and always breathing. If you keep your knees bent, it's a good pelvic and spinal twist. It's also much more relaxing. So it depends on what you're looking for in this yoga practice right now. If your legs are straight and your feet are flexed, you're working your muscles much more. The core of your body, your abs, you're strengthening your back, you're working your obliques. So it depends on what you want. It's not as relaxing as the other, but we'll do a little bit more of that later. Don't forget to breathe. And on the final one, bend the knees if they're not already bent. Straighten that. Full pelvic twist. Then come back to the center. Straighten the legs up perpendicular to the floor. Point the toes and flex the feet. Keeping the legs straight and the feet flexed, just walk the ceiling just a bit. Keeping that lower back against the floor and the abs in tight, legs straight, feet flexed. Walk that ceiling. Slowly, in control. Come back to the center, point the toes, cross your one leg over the other and open wide as we did before. My arms are still in the T position, palms down. You can slide them down by your sides, by your hips, palms down if you choose. But go back and forth with the scissor now, slowly crossing one leg over the other. And going slowly again. So you use those muscles and not momentum. Keep those abs in the back against the floor and don't forget to breathe. We're going to do a bridge now. I just feel like my body needs it. I hope yours does too. So come back to the center, relax the feet. Bend the knees, place the feet hip width apart, knees straight up. Lower the arms at your sides, near your hips, palms up, fingers naturally curled up. Remember, with this bridge posture, your head and neck are always straight looking up Don't turn to the side to look or anything. You really want to protect your neck. So first, press the lower back into the floor, slightly picking up the hips, tightening those glutes, the quads, and the abdominal muscles. Making sure those abs are sucked into the spinal or into your body towards that spinal column. Your lower body is very tight, but your upper body is very relaxed. And you're breathing. Now release that hold, inhaling. Exhale and begin to roll the hips up into the air. Keep those knees hip width apart as best you can. Bring the arms underneath you. If you can't clasp your fingers together and straighten the arms under your torso, then just push down with the arms as close together as possible underneath you. But try to arch your back and bring the shoulders, the shoulder blades and the arms as close together as possible, looking upward. And then bring those knees actually hip width apart, but bring the hips up into the air. Arch that back. And if you can, again, tighten the glutes, quads, and abs. In this bridge posture, breathing. Now release the hold, open the arms, and slowly round down, one vertebra at a time. And as the lower back begins to touch the floor, bring those knees up again and hug them into your chest with your arms. Full wind releasing position, breathing, abs in tight, rolling from side to side. Legs are relaxed, but your arms are tightly hugging them in. Remember, you can modify with the hands on the back of the thighs if you choose. But roll around, massaging the back. It should feel really good after that bridge posture. Keep those abs in tight and breathe. And then come back to the center. Release the hold and straighten those legs up perpendicular to the floor. Arms at your sides, near your hips, palms down. Point the toes and flex the feet. Relax the feet. Place the soles of the feet together, bending the knees, and slowly lower those feet to the floor, allowing the knees to open. Let gravity just pull them down. Open the arms enough so that the palms are up and the fingers are naturally curled up. Shoulders are resting down into the surface below you. Close your eyes and breathe in this bottle opener posture. Now we'll prepare for Shavasana or full relaxation. If you want, you can just slide the heels down until the legs are straight and let the feet flop out to the sides. And you'll be in the corpse posture. But if you want a little more yet, arms at your sides near your hips, palms down. Bring those legs up perpendicular to the floor, lower backs against the floor. Point the toes, abs are in tight. Flex the feet. Relax the feet. And slowly lower those straight legs down toward the floor, slowly and in control. Remember, if you have back issues, to bend the knees and slide the feet on the floor until the legs are straight. And if you haven't already done so, when you do reach the floor with the straight legs, take a deep breath into your system, inhaling through the nose, filling the lungs. Exhale and just relax in that corpse posture. Soon we're going to take another deep breath together. And when we exhale this time, we're going to fist our hands, flex our feet, and tighten everything in our bodies, including our faces and our necks. So take a deep breath in. Exhale and tighten. And release. And just rest down to the surface below you. Let's take another deep breath in together and we'll relax more. So inhale through the nose. And slowly exhale through slightly parted lips to slow our bodies down. One more deep breath in. And exhale through the mouth. You may want to roll your heads from side to side until you find the most comfortable position for your head and neck. You may want to cover yourselves with towels or blankets. You may want to put something over your body, under your knees, whatever you need to help you be able to relax. Open your minds. Open your minds and travel to one of your favorite safe places. Your safe place could be anywhere, in your mind or in reality. Breathe. You're in that safe place. Your mind is open, allowing you to think good, healthy thoughts. Will move through your body and help you relax your muscles and release your joints. So focus first on the hands and the fingers. Relax the muscles, release the joints. As you move up your arms, release the joints in your wrists. Release the forearms or relax them. Now release the muscles, actually the joints in your elbows. Relax the upper arms, the biceps and triceps. Relax the shoulders, the deltoid and lateral muscles as you release the joints. The arms and shoulders are relaxed. Lower the focus now to the toes and the feet. Relax those muscles. Release those joints. Allow the heels to sink deeper into the surface below you, wherever you might be in your safe place. As you move up your legs, release the joints in your ankles. Relax the shins. Relax the calves. Release the joints in your knees. Relax the hamstrings up the back of your legs. Relax the quadriceps as you relax the thighs. Relax the hips, releasing the joints. Relax the glutes. Allow the glutes to sink deeper into the surface below you. Your legs and hips are relaxed. Your arms and shoulders are still relaxed. Focus now on your torso, beginning at the lower back. Relax the tailbone area as you move up the spinal column through the lower back as you relax those muscles. Relax the obliques of the sides of your torso. Relax the abdominal muscles. Relax the diaphragm and rib cage areas, remembering to breathe. Relax the mid part of your back and spine. Relax the upper back and shoulder blades. Relax the sternum area and pecs. Relax the clavicle and collarbone area. And now relax the neck, including the spinal column moving up through the neck to the base of the skull. But relax the neck from the bottom to the top and all the way around. Breathe. Release the jaw as you relax the chin. Relax the lips. Relax the tongue. Relax the cheeks. Relax the nose and ears. Relax the eyes and temples. Relax the brow. Smooth the forehead. And now relax the scalp, beginning at the forehead, at the perfect intensity for you. Imagine a massage moving all the way through the scalp to the base of the skull of the neck. Breathe. Your mind is open. You're in your safe place. Your body is relaxed and functioning perfectly. And now, from wherever you may have traveled in your mind, it is time to come home. So take a deep breath into your system. Exhale and become aware of your fingers and toes, your wrists and your ankles. Take another deep breath in. Exhale and bring those knees up, hugging them into your chest with your arms. Raise the head up toward the knees. Lower the head, inhaling. Exhale and either roll to the right to sit up or rock and roll up to a seated position, sitting cross-legged, half lotus or full lotus, nice and tall. Bring the arms up, inhaling. Exhale, prayer position. Hold the position, inhaling. Exhale, and thank you very much for coming. Namaste. I hope everyone feels better than when we started, and I hope you got what you needed. And please unmute yourself so I can hear those voices as I stop the recording.